My plan was that wasn't going to return until I finished the year in review, but sometimes things happen that you can't control, such as when an artist that had been with you for most of your life all of a sudden passed away. And in this case, this year doesn't end better than it started. It started with, I think, David Bowie, and it ends with George Michael, an artist that I haven't enjoyed everything he have done. I guess it's pretty normal, but I've been listening to his music and enjoyed his music very much through the years, and even from the Wham period until the solo careers. And even though I lost a little bit of track of his music after Older from '96, I may think that there was a period in the late '90s when I thought that his club disco got a bit stale, and I thought that he might need some kind of a newer stuff, and it came actually. But most of all, most of the times I've enjoyed his music very, very much. So let me do this tribute to George Michael, his music. He was a fantastic composer, no doubt about it. Really could do these great pop pearls and dance pearls also, and most of all his fantastic voice. He is one of the best male voices in pop music that could do anything from funky pop music, disco, ballads, and even jazz. I actually, as you might remember, just 1.5 months ago bought this last song from the last century, who is George Michael in jazz tone. Really relaxing and highly recommended album. But as I did with Prince, I've also put together here a top 10 of best George Michael songs, and these are both Wham and solo songs. Not an easy task, I admit that. Especially, it was soon enough I had managed to think out which songs that I wanted to have in the top 10, but to rate them was very, very hard. But I love to rate and make charts, so I had to do it in some form. There's a lot of honorable mentions, as you may see in the end. But I just had to make choices. There are also great ones that really, really could have been on the chart. So let's start the top 10 with
number 10.
Starting off with the Wham song. The first of total of 3 Wham songs on this top 10 chart. Actually, it's 2 songs here that is famous George Michael songs, but the only one who is who of course are number 10, and it is this one, Everything She Wants. I have skipped Last Christmas, it's a little bit overplayed. Everything She Wants, a real 80s pop pearl, fantastic produced, really great melody, and maybe not the best lyric, but still a fantastic song nonetheless, much because of the production and George Michael singing it. This is, I have two versions of the single. Here is with Everything She Wants and in First and Last Christmas as a B-side. And here is the opposite, Last Christmas as an A-side and Everything She Wants as a B-side. It's fun to have.
Number 9.
The most modern George Michael song on this top 10, from an album that is really, really good. I know there are some of the songs that also are on that club disco's touch that he did in the late 90s, but still I don't dislike it. I just thought it was a little bit stale when it comes to his. He could do a whole lot more. This song here is a real song that really, the title is actually speaking for the song. I'm talking about from the album Patience from 2004. Amazing. And the song is amazing. A really cool and so well produced dance track. Really great one. A great melody. Really like this song very much.
Number 8.
Number 8 is another Wham song. Maybe one of the most forgotten Wham songs. I think you know by now that I'm a huge fan of these songs that are a bit forgotten. Great songs that today people hardly mentions, and I love to lift them up into the spotlight again. And this goes with this song, a ballad that I didn't like as a kid when it came in 1986, because I wasn't all that fond of sad ballads, and this is actually a really sad one. Where Did Your Heart Go? That was Wham's final single. Really sentimental and sad tone in this song, but I like it very much. Great saxophone, well produced, and George Michael really sings great here. Really make it sound very sad also. So really great song that deserves to be played a whole lot more.
Number 7.
Coming to a little odd one from George Michael, also another song that is sadly forgotten today, by today's standard, that needs to be lifted up a whole lot more. From the Faith album, I think many raised their eyebrows when they heard this very little odd song, when George Michael's actually singing jazz. But I liked it very much. I like this song, trio that is a company that is playing behind him. Kissing a Fool, that isn't played all that much today. But here George Michael proves that he can sing jazz as good as pop music. Really relaxing and cool song, and great played and really well made.
Number 6.
Sticking with the Faith album, also another track that isn't played all that much, sadly forgotten George Michael song. Maybe one of the funkiest songs that he did as a solo artist, that I liked from the beginning when I heard it. I'm talking about Monkey. Hard to tell which is. I think this is a front. Monkey is. I think someone when I was a kid in the radio said that this was the song of George Michael on George Michael's soul album that sounded most like he did in the Wham period. Really great and funky beat. So fantastic dance production. and really great melody. I love the refrain in this one.
Number 5.
Number 5 goes to a very modern song. A time when a song that really made me feel that George Michael now finally had done something different than the club dance style that he had during the late 90s. It was when he did the song Freak that I remember listening to very much when it came, actually. A really great dance production, fantastic melody, really like this one. Really smart intro with the buzzing from internet modem, and really great video also. But most of all, a fantastic dance production. The best production George Michael had done in a long time before when he did this one.
Number 4.
The highest Wham song, and by that also, of course, my favorite Wham song. And it is a song connected to the summer of '86, where I heard and recorded this song very often when it was played on the radio. I'm talking about The Edge of Heaven. Definitely a great song. Really happy summer track. A song that really puts a smile on my face when I hear it, because of the really happy melody in this song.
Number 3.
Medal position number 3. I said that The Edge of Heaven was the highest Wham song, and I can say that because the song at number 3 is Careless Whisper, that here in Europe was released as a pure solo single from George Michael, while I think in USA or other place it was released as a Wham single or a George Michael's with Wham single. But here in Europe it was released as purely a George Michael solo single. This is a classic, no doubt about it. You might say that it overplayed. I don't think that, actually. I can still listen to this magnificent ballad over and over again, because it is so really relaxing and smooth, and a really 80s classic. I love the saxophone that goes through the song, the little sentimental and sad tone in the song, and George Michael really sings great here. Definitely maybe one of the most classic George Michael songs ever, and definitely one of the absolute best.
Number 2.
Now, number 2 is also from Faith, and talking about also another ballad sounding song, smooth one, and I'm talking about Father Figure. Really smart and a little mysterious song, little mysterious production, very smart and fantastic production and melody that really sticks out from much of the songs of this album, and what was released overall at the time in 1988 when this song was a hit. And really laid back and cool George Michael, and really great video also, really great video. So, we're going from number 10 to number 2. Now let's, with a George Michael picture in the back, go through some other songs by him that is really good, but didn't really made it to this top 10. Let's call them a collection of number 11s. Some honorable mentions of other George Michael songs. Are we ready for...
And finally, number 1.
And number 1 for me goes to a dance track with an intro that really leaves a mark on you. Really great song from the year when I graduated from high school, and this was a summer hit, and I listened to it very much, so it has some nostalgia to it also, but it's also a great melody. Too Funky. And that piano intro, it's really fantastic. The intro is like it's just takes you and drags you into a dance beat, and whether you like it or not, it's a fantastic dance beat, a really great unpredictable song that you never know where it's going to end, and a really great melody, refrain, and fantastic song. Really great dance track that I've always been a huge fan of. So my favorite George Michael song, Too Funky. And with that, thank you, George Michael, for your music, your fantastic voice, and everything that you have done for the music business. And rest in peace. With that, I hope that now the next video will be until then, take care, Vinyl community, and so long.